Hour number 3, nice to have you with us on a Friday. We're having a little bit of fun in light of just our teams being an atrocity. I got a Michigan State thing for you, kind of a preamble to the Selection Sunday, and then we'll kind of revisit it once we see the brackets. I will explain. A number of people just made my week. Love the Lego movie references. That's the best 10 minutes of radio ever. Can't stop laughing. I know the DJ at LCA. I'll ask her.
That's a siren, too.
Indeed. Gore's throwing teal T-shirts with Chauncey family printed on front of them would be perfect. Gets me every time Sully drops the Mr. Goris line. Damn it. And a number of people in a number of different spellings just texting in what happened in honor of Gregory Kelser and his meltdown at the end of Detroit.
What happened?
George! Now, Sully had this article he was very proud of regarding the 8 teams that have a chance to win it all. And I brought up, look, I think I'm probably a little more skeptical of Michigan State just because I'm a State fan. You know, some people are probably a little bit more pie in the sky. But take your fandom out of it for a minute because I need you to view both Michigan and Michigan State together for a second. If I said there are 8 teams with a chance to win it all, and you could select one of Michigan State and Michigan, both of Michigan State and Michigan, or neither, which direction would you go? Would both of those teams make the 8 teams that could win it all? Would one? And if so, who would it be? Or maybe you're just of the belief, and you're a betting man, maybe you just believe the answer is neither. But I wanted to have that conversation before we see the brackets. Once the brackets come out, it's going to shape how you feel. Oh, my God, we got screwed. Oh, my God, this is so easy. You know how that goes. And then, of course, nothing goes according to plan. I wanted to ask it now and then revisit on Monday. I want to throw the number up, and let's talk about this for a minute, because I'll give you my answer. 248-539-9797. Now, I have said this. I have major doubts that MSU is going to be able to win this tournament. Like, I just don't have any confidence in it. I have confidence that they'll get out of the second weekend. So, for me, clearly my answer is no. Honestly, I can't be pie in the sky. And while I think Michigan is a Final Four candidate, I don't think they're winning the tournament. Now, maybe my answer is overly pessimistic. But if you're giving me 8 teams that can win the whole damn thing, neither of these teams is on it. And I fully admit my own fandom in my team and my pessimism towards them is painting my opinion here. But, MSU with the 107th ranked schedule, 2-4 against top 50 teams, 22 of their wins outside the top 100. Yes, it's still fresh in my mind getting our ass kicked by Michigan again. For U of M, it's different making the Final Four and then winning 2 games on that weekend. It's a totally different thing. And no, I don't believe they can do that. I think they can get there, but I don't believe they can win it. So it's one, both, neither. 248-539-9797. Yeah, Mike.
Here's my thing, though. I consider making the Final Four having a legit chance to win, and that's where we differ. It's like what we talked about a couple segments ago with the Lions. I realize you have to win. I realize you have to win 2 games if you make the Final Four. But if you're in the Final Four, I view that as a very, very real chance to win it all. I think both these teams have a chance to.
Oh, he really stepped in it now, people.
I think both Michigan and Michigan State could make the Final Four.
Michael, in 2009, did MSU have any real chance of beating that North Carolina team?
They were right there.
No, they were not. Come on, Mike.
They were in the mix there.
Michael.
Final Four runs.
No.
Equates to having a chance.
If you believe realistically that being in the Final Four just gives you a real chance, then, man, Tom Izzo's failed. The whole point is MSU and a collection of those Final Fours had no chance to win. The happy to be here 2005 team, no chance. '09 walking in against one of UNC's better teams they've had. No chance. Mike, you cannot say that.
It reminds me of the topic the question a couple segments ago when the caller called in and said, well, the Indians had no chance even though they were there.
No, that's not
if
the
you're,
same.
If you're there and you're in the mix like that,
they were
I view
in
that
Game
as a chance.
7. You can't say that.
Which is somewhat comparable to Final Four out of a field of 64
you
or
have
68.
2 entire games to play. It is not comparable. Michael.
It's so tough to get to the Final Four.
David, you better get your boy.
Yeah, I mean,
you better come up and get your boy.
It isn't comparable. The comparable thing would be they went to the finals, went to overtime, and they just lost. And you're saying, oh, they had no shot. No, that would be comparable. But in my mind, I think neither. Neither. Because I think in Michigan State's not going to become a different team all of a sudden. They're not going to be able to play defense. They're not going to run up and down the court.
I hate you.
And with Michigan, I think their free throws are going to hurt them. In a game, it's going to hurt them. And I think Mo is just going to be in foul trouble for one key game, and then they won't be able to make it. I don't see neither making it.
Now, when David says making it, this is the question about if there's a list of 8 teams that can win the whole thing. Yes. Michigan and Michigan State, are they on that list? My answer is no.
I also don't think there is a 2009 North Carolina team. I think this field is very balanced, and there's not one team like that just stands out.
I mean, what are you, Joe Lenardi over here? If I ask you, I'll tell you what. Hold on, there, Mikey Brackets. Listen, you list your list of 8 teams, and then I'm going to laugh with who you leave off of it in favor of our 2 in-state teams. Like right now, you want to tell me you think Michigan State? I don't care about Vegas betting odds. I don't care. They're trying to get your money.
Right. I agree with that.
But like right now, like you would take State over
Duke. I'd put Duke in there. I'd put
1,
North Carolina,
2,
Gonzaga,
3,
maybe Villanova,
4,
Michigan State,
5 and 6.
Purdue, I would not. Virginia, I would not. Arizona, I would.
7.
I'm forgetting somebody.
Xavier?
I said Xavier. You said him early on.
I didn't hear it.
Or did I say Gonzaga?
You said Gonzaga.
Xavier. Sure.
This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just throwing names out there.
Throw them in there.
Chaminade, 248.
I actually know somebody who played there.
Oh, come on.
No, that's where we differ. I view Final Four as having a legit chance to win it all. I think Michigan and Michigan State could make the Final Four.
Take it from a guy who's gone to multiple Final Fours and watched his team get their ass kicked. It isn't, Mike.
And that's a problem. Izzo needs that second title, which we've discussed.
But you're going to go up against a different brand of team. That's the point I'm making. And unless you end up being the lucky Cinderella, you get to face George Mason in the Final Four. You face a team that's just happy to be there. You're going to face something that is on a different level. I firmly believe that. I think if you wanted to include both teams as Final Four candidates, I'm not going to yell and scream. But to win the whole damn thing, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. It's hard not to. It's with how good Michigan State, how well Michigan is playing right now, and with how much talent MSU has.
The talent.
I could see a deep tournament run for both teams. I'm excited to see the bracket and kind of analyze the path that each has.
But that's why I'm asking you right now. You don't have a bracket in front of you.
I know.
This is your baseline of confidence of taking on all challengers. When the bracket comes out, you'll have very specific thoughts.
Right.
248-539-9797. You work hard during the day. You bring them a paycheck. Take care of the fam. You deserve to take a trip. Blow off some steam. Have a good time. Get some friends, your wife, your girlfriend. Book a trip to the D.